Hello YouTube, Ethan back for another beer review, and tonight I'm going to be reviewing Colt 45 malt liquor. I've had this many times before. It's a pretty cheap beer. A malt liquor is just a beer with higher alcohol. They're not allowed to say extra strong lager or beer with an extra kick. So anything over 5.5, or it could be 5% alcohol, is considered a malt liquor. Colt 45 is 5.6%. There's a little dent in the can there. This is a 24-ounce can purchased at Racetrack. I got two for $3. Two 24-ounce cans for $3. Colt 45 being one of them, and the natural ice being the other. All right, let's go ahead and give it a pour. Colt 45 was introduced in 1963 in Baltimore, Maryland from National Brewing Company before eventually getting bought out. It's dripping a little bit. These 24-ounce cans do that. Before eventually being purchased and owned by Pabst Brewing Company. Originally, the Colt kicking on the label was to sort of symbolize the extra kick of the alcohol without actually saying there's an extra kick of alcohol, because they can't say that, except I think in Texas and maybe a few other states. I'm not exactly sure. Oh yeah, this 24-ounce can was dripping everywhere. They do that a lot though. They fill them up so high. But hey, at least you're getting a lot of beer for your buck. Beer Advocate gives it a 54 out of 100, an awful. I've had it before, and it is certainly not an awful. It's like a four-finger head, light golden, clear appearance, malty, bready, biscuity aroma. Not a lot of aroma. It's a very attractive looking beer. Let's get a little more in the cup. In the 1980s, starting in 1980, Billy D. Williams used to do commercials for this beer. The famous "It Works Every Time" commercials. You should look them up. I think he did it for a few decades, and then he passed the torch to Snoop Dogg to do the commercials for this brew. Speaking of Billy D. Williams, I recently saw Empire Strikes Back in theaters. They were showing it for the 40th anniversary, and I went to go see it with my brother and girlfriend, and it was really good on the big screen. 40 years since it came out, back in 1980. Empire Strikes Back is without a doubt my favorite Star Wars movie, but it was really good. And of course, Billy D plays Lando Calrissian in the movie. Classic role, classic movie. Love it. Colt 45. Billy D. Williams did the commercials back in the 80s. 5.6% is the same as Mickey's malt liquor. Other malt liquors like Old English 800 have 5.9. I'm trying to think of some others. But I'm pretty sure Mickey's malt liquor has, with the hornet on it, and you can get them in the little green stubby bottles. I like those a lot. Has 5.6% as well. 24-ounce can. Let's see when this was. Best by November 9th, 2020. So we got about a month and a half left of freshness. Not the freshest, but it'll be fine. I've had worse than that in the past. Let's go ahead and get a taste. Head dissipates rather quickly. Very biscuity, bready flavor right up front. It's not heavy bodied. It's not overwhelming. You don't detect hardly any booze, alcohol with this. It's mashed very well, 5.6%. It's a fairly sessionable lager. It's smooth, almost no bitterness. I don't know what the IBUs are, but they have to be less than 20 or even 15. If I had to guess, I would say they're probably like 12. It is smooth. And you know what? This beer does really work every time. Man, it's smooth. This is smoother than ice beer. This is as smooth as a Miller High Life with a whole 1.0 alcohol by volume more. It's really good. I've had it before. I've never not liked it. It's smooth, it's refreshing, but it has a lot of flavor. It's maybe a little maltier than American adjunct lagers like Budweiser, Coors, Pabst, Old Milwaukee, Milwaukee's Best. Little maltier. There's a little more flavor going on. But all in all, it's very similar to that style. It's a similar style. It's pretty much the same style with just an elevated alcohol. What would I rate Colt 45 malt liquor? I'd give it a 94. It deserves it. In the style of 94, personal preference 94 is the style I like, so I'm going to obviously rate the style high. 94 out of 100 for the Colt 45. It's enjoyable, it's smooth, and it works every time. Thank you for watching.